The curtains draw back on your destiny with a subtle, deceptive gentleness. Cancer, the opening act from October 1st to October 10th finds the glorious sun in Libra, a place of natural grace, shimmering softly in your fourth house of home, hearth, and ancestry. This is your most sacred sanctuary. For you, the water sign ruled by the moon, this is the deep exhale, the intuitive, restorative phase where your energy naturally retreats inward. In these first few days, you are anchored. You are nurturing the foundations of your soul. Your focus turns to the roots of your being. The comfort of your living space, the security of your family unit, the subtle, profound healing that only happens when you are safe behind your walls. You are engaging with your memory, your history, perhaps finding forgotten strength in the wisdom of your lineage. This quietude is necessary. It is the vital, spiritual compost that will soon feed a sudden, massive burst of growth. The peace feels profound, almost absolute, but it is a peace that precedes the storm. Now, dear Cancer, mark the date in silver and gold. October 6th. This is the hinge upon which your entire month, and possibly your next 12 months, will turn. We witness the blinding light of a full moon in Aries, a celestial event that is the very antithesis of your current state of comfort. This fiery, initiating, utterly unavoidable moon slams directly into your 10th house, the zenith of your chart, the house of career, public reputation, authority, and legacy. For a private, comfort-seeking Cancer, this is a profound moment of crisis, illuminated not by a gentle glow, but by a flash fire. The universe is intentionally creating an immense tension along the 4th and 10th house axis, the axis of home versus world. The secure, comforting past is now in direct, undeniable confrontation with the ambitious, demanding future. This full moon in the sign of the warrior Aries is the cosmic imperative to be seen. It is demanding that you step out from the shadows of your safe haven and claim the authority that you have meticulously, privately earned. That project you have been perfecting beneath the radar? The leadership role you believed you weren't ready for? The long-held dream of being recognized as an expert in your field? All of these are suddenly, violently illuminated. This moment is the end of hiding. The energy of the Aries full moon in the 10th house might at first feel deeply uncomfortable. It's a challenge to the Cancerian DNA, which prefers to lead with deep feeling, not aggressive visibility. This is where the mystery lies. The discomfort is the sign of necessary transformation. Think of the creature that carries its home on its back. To grow, it must shed its old shell, a process that leaves it momentarily soft, exposed, and incredibly vulnerable. This is precisely what the cosmos is asking of you in this first week. You are shedding the identity of the person who needs to feel safe before they can act. The universe is teaching you that action must now precede the feeling of security. For many of you, Cancer, this will manifest as a sudden, intense external pressure. An offer lands on your desk that requires an immediate, visible leap of faith. A televised interview, a keynote speech, a demanding new title. Your stomach clenches, your instinct screams, retreat. But the Aries energy, pure, decisive, and focused on self-initiation, overrides the fear. The opportunity isn't just about a paycheck or a title. It is a destiny path being revealed. It is a moment where the comfort of your past choices is shattered, forcing you onto a trajectory that is aligned with your highest purpose. The discomfort is not a warning sign. It is the friction required for ignition. You must trust that the ground beneath your feet is being shifted for your ultimate good, even if the footing feels unsteady right now. You are being forced to own the full magnitude of your potential, and that often requires a momentary, agonizing break from the person you used to be. The cosmos is daring you to admit that you are, in fact, powerful. Here is the secret to navigating this fiery transit. You are not being asked to become a different person. You are being asked to reveal the warrior within your deeply emotional soul. Aries leadership is often blunt, ego-driven, and intensely competitive. But when a Cancerian steps into the Arian 10th house spotlight, something much more profound occurs. Your greatest asset in this career moment is not sheer force or aggression. It is your emotional intelligence. You possess the rare ability to intuitively assess the needs of the collective, to lead with empathy, and to build teams based on fierce, protective loyalty. In this new, highly visible role that the full moon reveals, your capacity to nurture will become your most powerful professional tool. You won't just manage people. You will feel them, and this will make you an exponentially more effective and inspiring leader. This is a revolution in your professional identity. You are learning that to be ambitious does not require you to be cold. It requires you to be brave enough to bring the warmth of your heart into the cold, competitive light of the public sphere. For example, when that leadership opportunity lands, the world expects a performance of aggressive strength. But you, dear Cancer, will succeed by leading with intuitive connection, by using your empathy to solve conflicts, and by creating a work environment that is as nurturing as a home. The world will be stunned by this new kind of powerful authority, an authority rooted not in domination but in profound care. The full moon is illuminating this hidden truth. Your sensitivity is the source code of your professional success. This week is a demanding, exhilarating dance on the edge of the familiar. It is a moment where you must choose recognition over retreat, confidence over comfort, and the undeniable call of destiny over the predictable peace of the past. The stage is set, the spotlight is on, and the universe is waiting for you to simply step into your light. The new chapter of your public life begins now, and it is a testament to the powerful, resilient soul that has been preparing for this moment behind closed doors. In the second decade from October 11th to October 20th, you met the challenge of the full moon. You stood in the blinding light and you were not consumed. Now the cosmos grants you a shift, a period of profound internal recalibration. The universe is not done with its grand plan. It is merely changing its focus from the external stage to the very architecture of your soul. The coming 10 days are dedicated to deepening your foundations and preparing the vessel of your own being to receive the rarest blessing of the decade. The high-octane energy of Aries gives way to a more meticulous, earthy vibration as the second week begins. This is a time of crucial refinement, where the chaotic residue of recent shifts must be cleared to make space for the colossal gift that is waiting just beyond the horizon. On October 9th, Venus, the planet of grace, value and attraction, glides into the sign of Virgo. This subtle, powerful shift activates your third house, the sphere of communication, daily routine, the immediate local environment, and your personal thought patterns. For you, the sensitive water sign, Virgo offers a divine discipline, the ability to bring order to the swirling labyrinth of your feelings and thoughts. Venus in Virgo does not seek grand, passionate declarations. It is the beauty found in precision. It is the deep, soul-satisfying harmony that comes from meticulous truth-telling. It insists that you lovingly and patiently sort through the threads of your daily life, clearing away the clutter of assumption and emotional debt that has quietly drained your energy. Where have small, nagging anxieties been creating friction? Which minor, long-standing misunderstandings with colleagues, neighbors, or siblings have been allowed to fester simply because they felt too small to address? This transit hands you the master key to your peace of mind. Venus here encourages you to engage in those necessary, clarifying conversations with both meticulous care and gentle kindness. You are called to articulate your needs with clarity that is stripped of emotional melodrama, to use language as a precise, healing tool. Imagine your mental landscape as a vast, complex library. For too long, the books have been strewn everywhere, pages dog-eared with worry, and crucial insights lost beneath piles of anxious mental chatter. Venus in Virgo acts as the chief librarian, encouraging you to methodically organize, catalog, and file every thought. By doing so, you are not suppressing your feelings. You are achieving emotional mastery. You are making your internal dialogue a place of calm, supportive order, ensuring that when the great blessings arrive, your mind is a clear, open channel ready to receive and transmit prosperity, rather than a busy signal of confusion. This preparation, this cleaning of the communication channels, is a vital, mystical prerequisite. The universe ensures that the small details of your immediate environment are harmonized before it delivers the monumental tide. You are, in essence, polishing the lens through which you perceive the world and through which the world perceives you, making it utterly brilliant for the incoming light. The true celestial event, the moment that will define not only your October but the next 12 years of your life, is October 18th. On this date, a shift occurs that is so profound, so rare, that the opportunity it presents has not been available to you for over a decade. Jupiter, the great benefic, the cosmic giant of expansion, abundance, unstoppable growth, and good fortune, moves out of its prior location and begins its year-long journey directly through your sign, Cancer. You must feel the weight of this in your core. This is not a distant influence. This is the tide of absolute luck flowing directly into your first house, the house of the self, identity, and embodiment. You, Cancer, are suddenly bathed in the most powerful, expansive light the solar system can offer. For you, this transit is an emotional and spiritual revolution. Jupiter in the first house acts as a cosmic green light, dissolving the self-imposed limitations that have kept your ambitions constrained. This is not about gaining something external. It is about the expansive, magnetic amplification of who you are. For the next year, your physical presence, your aura, your very identity is infused with Jupiter's optimism. You will feel an inner certainty, an authentic self-belief that you haven't accessed in years. This isn't arrogance. It is the absolute magnetic knowledge of your own worth. People will see you with new eyes. They will be drawn to the genuine, expansive confidence you project. The opportunities you sought in the first week will now seek you. Physical and philosophical growth. Jupiter expands everything it touches. This is an incredible time for physical vitality, a renewed commitment to health, strength, and embodying a more vibrant version of yourself. Philosophically, your worldview broadens. You feel an urge to seek deeper meaning, to travel, to study, or to connect with systems of belief that vastly widen your perspective. You are not just growing physically, you are growing spiritually. The magnet for fortune. The most magical effect of Jupiter in the first is its ability to turn you into an opportunity magnet. Because you are broadcasting such powerful optimism and belief, the universe has no choice but to reflect that back to you in the form of practical, tangible blessings, financial windfalls, crucial connections, and doors that previously remained stubbornly shut. This is the moment to start that audacious passion project you've kept secret. This is the moment to embrace a philosophy of absolute abundance. The universe is telling you without a single caveat that it is your turn to lead, to grow, and to receive. And because you are Cancer, this immense outer expansion will inevitably circle back to your inner world. You will feel an intense urge to upgrade, beautify, and expand your physical home and your emotional sanctuary. Your inner wealth, amplified by Jupiter, must manifest as outer security and comfort. This is the divine mandate. Nurture yourself first and the world will follow. Your roots are growing deep, strong, and wide, preparing you for the most magnificent flowering you have seen in over a decade. This final stretch from October 21st to October 31st is not about gentle adjustments or subtle shifts. It is about alchemy. It is about taking the powerful, optimistic energy gifted by Jupiter and directing it with the intense, penetrating focus of the cosmos's most determined warrior. On October 27th, the celestial gears lock into place with stunning intensity. Mars, the planet of action, motivation, and drive, moves into the deep fixed waters of Scorpio. For you, Cancer, this shift electrifies your fifth house. The house of creativity, romance, pleasure, speculation, and authentic self-expression. Mars is profoundly powerful in Scorpio. This is not a superficial, scattered energy. This is a focused, laser-like drive that knows exactly what it wants and possesses the will to dive to the very core of a passion to achieve it. After the wide, general expansion of Jupiter, Mars provides the surgical precision needed to embed that growth into your life's greatest joys. For the final days of October, your creative and romantic life will be infused with an undeniable, almost obsessive drive for depth. In the fifth house, this Mars transit will revolutionize your approach to creativity. If you have been treating a passion project as a casual hobby, Mars insists you treat it as a sacred mission. You will feel an intense, non-negotiable pull toward your art, your writing, your music, or whatever endeavor allows your soul to express its unique truth. This energy grants you the stamina to persevere through creative blocks and the courage to make your work deeply vulnerable and profound. You are being asked to not just create but to transform the medium itself. That creative endeavor you start now is not a fleeting pleasure. It holds the energetic signature of becoming a legacy. Mars in Scorpio provides the will to commit to the depth of the process, pushing you past superficial satisfaction towards something that truly captures the soul's regenerative power. In matters of the heart, the energy is equally profound. Mars in the fifth house does not tolerate casual flings or superficial connections. If you are single, this transit can bring forth a relationship that feels instantly fated, intense, and deeply transformative. It is a connection that challenges you to be completely authentic, forcing you to reveal the parts of your heart you usually keep hidden. If you are partnered, this is the time to revitalize the relationship by diving into the shared depths. It's a call to intimacy that transcends the physical. It's about merging your souls, tackling shared, difficult truths and transforming your bond into something more resilient and passionate than ever before. The conflict that arises under this energy is rarely destructive. It is often the necessary friction required to forge an unbreakable, authentic connection. Mars gives you the courage to have the challenging, necessary conversations that lead to true intimacy. Adding to this intense undercurrent, the Sun shifts into Scorpio on October 24th. This ingress signals the final and most potent theme of the month: regeneration and release. As the Sun moves into a fellow water sign, the world aligns with your emotional truth. Your intuition, already sharp, becomes razor-edged. The combined power of the Sun and Mars in Scorpio encourages you to perform a massive, necessary purge. You are being asked to look at everything that falls under the fifth house umbrella: your hobbies, your creative projects, your romantic entanglements, and assess them ruthlessly. What has become a creative chore rather than a joy? What relationship dynamic has become stale or superficial, preventing the deep intimacy you crave? The Jupiter expansion earlier in the month filled your cup with potential. Now, Scorpio is asking you to empty out the old, stagnant water to make room for the fresh abundance. This process of release is not loss. It is empowerment. You might abruptly realize that a long-standing, creatively draining project must be abandoned, or that a casual, emotionally static relationship needs to be honored and ended. This act of conscious purging is a profound declaration to the universe that you are only making space for what is deep, meaningful, and transformative. You are setting an energetic standard for your passions. The final week of October is the powerful integration phase. The courageous public step you took in the first week led to the monumental self-expansion of the second week. And now, the Scorpio energy is forcing you to make your joy and your love equally expansive and deep. The universe is using the final days of the month to solidify your new reality. The emotional intelligence that allowed you to succeed professionally must now be turned inward to ensure your inner world, your passion, your romance, your self-expression, is a perfect reflection of your newly powerful outer life. You are moving beyond the need for external validation and learning to find profound self-worth in the authenticity of your desires. This is the ultimate self-determination. This is the spiritual process of transforming your passions into a tangible reality. The water energy is deep, the action is focused, and the results will be monumental. You are given the energy and the will to transform your creative and emotional landscape from the ground up, guaranteeing that the expansive future Jupiter promised is not just a dream, but a passionate, deeply authentic reality.